Hello, it is Rachel, your health adventurous. It isn't Rachel. I am Rachel, and I am your health adventurous out there adventuring in health and wellness for you and reporting about it. Okay, so I just finished my first week of a 6-week CrossFit challenge, and I wanted to check in right now before I haven't even showered. I was just crying a little bit in the car, which I will tell you about so you can kind of see that I have mascara running down my face. But it's okay because I want to share something that happened that actually I wasn't bargaining for at all that ended up happening. I had a spontaneous healing today in the CrossFit class that nobody would have known except for me, but I got present to it as I was driving home, and I was telling somebody about it on the phone. So, first of all, so I'll tell you about that. But first of all, I want to say that I'm really liking it in general. I'm liking it more than I ever knew I would. And I have to say, for a really long time, I would go by CrossFit places over the years, and I'd look and I'd be like, oh God, I was not at all, I never in a million years thought that I would do CrossFit. I didn't think I had that kind of personality. I'm not alpha. I'm not all this stuff. But I have to say, it feels so good to go somewhere and be accountable and have to be accountable for my physical practice. And I really like it. I would never do the things that they're making me do on my own. I just wouldn't do it. There's no way I would do it. But because I'm signed up for this and because they're telling us to do it, I am doing it. Another thing I like about it is individual. No one is standing over me personally, micromanaging me and screaming at me. So I like that, but you're in a group setting. So it's you have the motivation of being in a group setting as well. So it's a really interesting combination of it's a group, but it's also individual, and the challenges are individual to you. It's you against yourself, these challenges that they give you. I also like that it's completely different every time. So I'm somebody who gets bored a lot, and it's always different, and the workout's different. And also, so when I come in and I'm really sore from what we did the day before yesterday, they're working different muscle groups the next time. So that's really good. So it's not I'm not going to be able to not move. I was proud of myself. I went to yoga yesterday on my day off from CrossFit. They tell you have to keep moving on your days off. Otherwise, you're just going to not be able to move. And so I went to yoga. It was really hard. And I was so sore, and I just was having such a hard time doing chaturanga. I was ugh, because we had done all of these push-up things the day before. But anyway, I'm going off to the side, and I want to stay focused and just say the epiphany. So the epiphany was that it wasn't an epiphany. It was a spontaneous healing thing that happened, was that I went to, we had to do box jumps. And so I got scared when I got up to the thing, and it was a soft box, and they were allowing us to modify it. So a box jump, I didn't know what this was, but you jump up to the box and then jump down. And so I was doing it on a soft surface, and it was a soft box that I was jumping on, like a matty kind of a box. But I got up there and I was scared. And so I kind of said under my breath, I was just oh, I'm kind of scared. And literally 3 or 4 people just came and gathered right around and were I got you. You're good. You can do this. And I was what? Oh my God. And so I know from experience, I didn't want to make it a big deal and have the whole class stop and look at me. I was I can't tolerate that. So it made me just do it right away. So I just did it, and I did it, and it was fine. And then I just did it after that for the whole challenge. But I realized in the car ride coming back, I was telling a friend about it, and I realized that, it was reminiscent in my molecular body, in my physical body. It was reminiscent of being in gym class when I was a little girl. I was fat as a kid. I was a heavy kid. And we would from time to time have to do things in gym class that were like these challenge things, or, like the presidential fitness thing, or I don't even remember exactly what they were there, but there were these things where we had to go individually and we were timed, and it was horrifying. Like for me, it was just so painful, and I internalized all of the pain. So I, no one would ever know that I was feeling that way, but I was like mortified, and it was horrible, and I couldn't do the things, or I might have even been able to do it, but in my head I couldn't do it, so I wouldn't even try. And it was just really hard. It was hard on me emotionally. And so today, when that happened and I was scared, and then to have those people just come and be right there and be so supportive, because in school, when you're little, like, kids are not nice a lot of times. Like, they're not nice. They were snarky. They would make comments. I was called names. I was laughed at, like, all the time. And it was just horrible. And so anyway, it was just really a beautiful redo today of that whole thing, to have these people be so supportive and loving towards me. And then I was able to do it, and I actually did do it. So it feels really good. And that is my story. That is my spontaneous healing story for my first week of CrossFit. And that's it. I just wanted to share that. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.